welcome. We're going to get everyone in. Hello, hello. Before we start. Okay. Okay, welcome all. Probably some new faces too. Hey, John. Hey, Ola. Gwen, Nalufa, nice to see you all. So we'll give people a few minutes to log in. And then we'll start. Really excited about this one. Hey, Ari. Great. So if you're new to this community, due to the number of people, we are going to ask you just to ask your questions during the class in the chat box. And I'm the humble assistant to the wonderful Stephanie June Ellis today. So I'll be answering your questions in the chat box and I'll relay them to her and answer them myself if I can. So then at the end, we'll just have a little chat, see what you've been up to during the class, and there'll be a time to talk then. All right, we're getting everyone in from the waiting room. All right. Yeah, tell us where you're coming in from. I can see Nicole out there, John. Shirley's back.
Yep, Shirley, long time no see, Shirley.
Okay, oh, there's Beverly's trying to get in.
Good evening from Shiraz. Oh, Fabiola.
Maybe you can admit some people from here if I'm going through the slides. All right, guys. Hey, Bev. Hey, Fab. Hey, Marcelo. Maurizio. Caroline. All right.
Hey, Bev.
So I think we have 80%. It's probably enough to just get started with some slides and the others can join as we go. So welcome everybody. My name's Adam and this is our special guest today, Stephanie June Ellis. We are both fascinated with pattern and can't wait to share this beautiful mosaic with you today. We're going to start out with a few slides, as always. All right. So again, if you're new, we like to start these classes with a little intention from our teacher, Keith Critchlow, who passed away at the beginning of the pandemic, about this time last year. And he was a special, very special, wise teacher who helped sort of reintroduce many of these patterns, but also concepts behind the patterns and link all the dots, link nature, craft, spirituality, all throughout culture through geometry. So just like to honor him. This is the way he used to start his geometry classes. May we be all guided by truth. May we have beauty revealed to us, and may it result in the good. That's our little intention for today. And now just going to have a look at some beautiful artwork from previous classes that's come in over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to admit people as we go. So this is a gorgeous painting from the cable loops pattern, which is part of a mosaic. It's very inept. It's part of a mosaic style class that we did a few weeks ago. Lovely interpretation. It's amazing how when you change up the colors and the contrast, it seems like a completely new fashioned pattern. this is another version of that too. I've been enjoying watching this come about. It's obviously a lino print from the warm-up of that class. And she went through loads of different variations of simplifying the pattern, finding the very least amounts to use to create this, this cable loop. I like this one the best. Really gorgeous. So much potential in this one. This came in from Sonia yesterday. This was from, I think this is from the doors, from the Cairo bronze doors. Although this is just a cheeky warm-up, this is actually a marble carving from the same building that Lisa was drawing her beautiful festoon pattern on Tuesday. And this is the pattern itself. Alefia's halfway through, so we did part 1 on Tuesday. Part 2 is next Tuesday. This is about as far as we got. Really stunning work. Kind of similar style, like radial style to today. It's a good warm-up for today. This is some more work from the loofah. She'll probably crop up a lot. She's very productive. This is a gorgeous piece from the E1 panel that we did a couple of weeks ago. This is Ida Loon, the Amazing Sisters from Gujarat, working on her Sultan Hassan piece, which is never ending, it seems. I didn't think it could get any more beautiful. And Alethea working on that E1 piece again. Oh, this is actually the Ali Gopru Palace, the dome. She's really caught the subtleties there. That's lovely. Some more versions of that. This is gorgeous piece from Leaf. Almost looks like a Persian rug. Although it's originally a ceramic piece from Esfahan, and it's all blues and ochres, but here it has this real like Central Asian quality. I feel like if you sat on it, you'd fly off into the sunset. This is the closer to the original colors. Another Lulufa speciality. This is gorgeous too. This is from Arij in Istanbul. These were the Ibn Tulun soffits from Cairo. So the Interjost patterns, but everyone has their own take on it. It's nicely inverted there, really stunning. A little porthole.
Wow.
This is the Tree of Life pattern. It's good to see someone finish that. That was quite an epic piece. I think you might be in the 1%. Another gorgeous piece here. Just a close-up from an old class. It's the Ibn Tulun Minbar, I think, this one. Really gorgeous. You've taught this one too, right?
Yeah.
It's really nice picking out all those kundakari, small joinery pieces. A lot of these minbars, they're joined without any nails or screws, and all the miters just slot together. And when the final piece is put in, it will all hold together. And that's really captured well in the paintwork there. And there's something about this one that just gets me every time. I've been toying with putting it on the cover of the book, that the Never Ending Profound Patterns book. It's really gorgeous. There's something so subtle and gentle and sensual about this piece. I can't stop looking at it. Oh, and we're back to the magic carpet. Here's a better view. I'm not sure if it's back from a journey. And I love watching Sarabi's pieces. So they're the two sisters, there's Sarabi and Eva Loon, and they both make these epic opus paintings from the patterns that take about 2 months to complete.
Incredible.
And I enjoy what they're like drip fed over the Instagram.
Wow.
So I'm interested. I think this is an early picture, actually. I'm not sure what's doing it. I think it now has a couple more colors in it. This is another beautiful piece. This is the very center of that E1. Okay, more coming in, a nice glass painting there. And Sultan Hassan, so many ways to interpret these patterns. Nice border, come in the other day. Nice roomy border interpretation. Alethea, you're everywhere. This was nice too. This was the very first pattern I taught a year and a half ago, and too shy to go back and look at the video. But it's must work because it's a very good rendering. It's the Court of Lions extension, well on its way. That's quite a project. I'm teaching this one if you happen to live in Sussex at Daniel's studio in a few weeks. Wow. Lovely Arish. Must be a night owl. This is incredible. Yeah, another Nalufa piece. This is the center of that E1. This is the second to last class we did. That's why it's cropping up a lot. But again, so many ways to interpret. This is just the line work and the quality there. It's often these patterns are so busy, it's very easy to, oh, there's Sarabi again. Again, this is the extension, the Court of Lions extension, which we're teaching in person. I kind of feel like it might be harder to teach these in person. I'm concerned. Oh, and this is beautiful. I think this is Sarabi's piece. Really stunning from the Iwan. Another little snippet from the Court of Lions. You've got this beautiful rosette just picked out from all that line work. I'm not sure if this is a ceramic piece or not. Again, it's really interesting. And this is from Yaz, but it creates these little fish. Can you see them all swimming towards the center? Gorgeous work. Oh, ooh. Yeah. I think this is Ari. I think you're out there, Ari. This is gorgeous. Really stunning. I'm not sure if you've got any further on this one.
I love the center.
Yeah, maybe we can have a look. This is actually the center. It's a huge piece. Maybe we can have a look at the end of the class. Great. Okay, I'm going to skip through because there's so much work coming in. This is the Platonic solids, Moroccan rosettes, and these are some pieces from Lisa's class. There's still time to watch the recording of Lisa's Tuesday class if you want to catch up for next Tuesday. Margie's version, very stunning, beautiful accuracy. Okay, so today we are heading to Palestine, right? And we're going to be looking at these stunning mosaics, which have only recently been discovered. When I say recently, in the last 100 years. So at the end of the 19th century, was the first uncovering, and then about 50 years later they discovered more, because it's over 60 acres. It's a huge site in Palestine, and mostly under sand, recently polished. And we're going to look not at these mosaics, but at this is a mosaic that you work on in one of your own online classes, right?
Yeah. So I've taught us very similar pattern using the same foundation, not as intricate, but it's an ancient Greek mosaic found in Crete. So this pattern's found quite a lot throughout the world, many different variations. But yeah, we'll be doing a little bit more of an intricate version of that one today.
Yeah, so the colors are so universal, they're almost Native American in the sunset. So these are all 8th century. It's an 8th century palace, so that this is the pattern that Stephanie's going to work on today, and it's from the bathhouse. So you can get a bit of a sense of the colors and the vibe of the place before we get started. Okay, so there's so many images. This is a very good image. Sorry to skip through so quick, but we just got a lot of work to do. This is one of the best images. I think you can really see the scale of the site when you see all the columns in the background. I have plenty of space for a bar of soap. So yeah, I'm going to hand you over now to Stephanie, so you have enough time to work, and I'll be answering your questions on the chat box, technical questions, anything else you want to ask Stephanie as she's working. This is an example of some of her recent work. So Stephanie's working on this incredible series of underwater wonders. Do you want to say any more about your current series?
My current series. Sure. So do you want to stop the share? I'll just introduce myself.
There you are.
Cool. All right, before we start drawing, there's quite a lot of you I've never met before. There's some who I have, and lovely to see you. So I'll just introduce myself. My name's Stephanie, and I run the Art of Process. So if you don't follow me already, it's called the Art of Process. I don't think I need to explain what the Art of Process is, it kind of defines itself throughout each word. So I specialize in sacred geometry and biomorphic art as well. And at the moment, so my business actually started with my love for mandala. So it's really beautiful that, and I must say I'm grateful and thankful for being invited to share this pattern with you all. And it's quite fitting because of my love for mandala. And it is a beautiful radial mandala that we're exploring today. So before we actually begin, we can talk about the marine geometry later. But I'd like everyone to just take a moment, and if you've got a scrap piece of paper or even just the book that you're working on, just flip the paper over for me. And I just, if you can control and just show my hands. So we'll go straight to, let me know if, oh yeah, can everyone see my hands? Just someone, Shirley, I can see you, give me a nod. Awesome. So before we get started, I'd like to write a little message on this piece of paper. I'd like you to follow what I'm writing. So I'm going to ask 2 questions to you today. So the first one is, I'd really like you to take a moment and I'd like you to ask yourself, so just take a moment and ask yourself why you were creating with myself and Adam today. I'll give you a couple of minutes just to write that down. And then underneath that, this is something I do every day, even if it's an elaborate pattern or just a small sketch, I'll always write what I'm grateful for today. So along with the beautiful Keith Critchlow's statement, we'll have 2 intentions today, one from Keith and one from yourself as well. And when you're ready, you can set up your blank piece of paper ready to create. So I've got 2 variations to show you today. I got a little bit excited with this pattern. I haven't completed it in full. So obviously you've seen this version here. So it's a little bit of a thicker border. And obviously I've started to paint as well. And then I've drawn a smaller version because some might be working with A2 today and some might be working with A3. And this one's done on A3 with a bit of a smaller border. And obviously we're going to be working with the centerpiece as well. So I'm going to be working with A2 today. If you are working with A2, we're going to start with a 14 centimeter radius. If you're working with A3, let's start with an 11 centimeter radius. So make sure your pencil's sharp at all times and let's draw a horizontal line in the center of the page.
What was the radius again?
A3 is 11, A2 14.
I'm going to do.
So we're going to take it nice and slow today. It is quite a simple pattern, but it takes a lot of patience. There are a lot of elements to it, which I'm sure you're all used to. So find this at very center of your page. And draw a large circle in the center of your page. So we have to break up this circle into 32. So take your compass point to east and west.
11.
So accuracy is key. Always check, even if your compass is a lock in the center, that it doesn't move. Now we're going to create a vertical line. So using the top 2 points, you might need to adjust the radius so it fits on the page. We're going to make a cross. So swing and mark from both sides and south as well. Once you have those references, draw your vertical line.
Okay, I might need to slow down a bit. Anita.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Do we have anyone else who's new to this?
So I'll just reiterate. We drew a circle in the center of the page. Using the same radius as the original circle, we've taken our compass point to both east and west. We haven't drawn a full circle all the way into the center, just off the page, but we need these points up the top and at the bottom here. So, and then you repeat on the opposite side, exactly the same. Now, the reason we do this is because we need these 4 points. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you're new to geometry, I have noticed that this part always gets people for some reason, which is fine, which is the bisection at north and south. So obviously that I've had to adjust my compass radius so it fits at the top of my page. So I haven't given you an exact measurement. So you really need to feel it out and understand what I'm doing. So what I'm looking for is the midpoint. So that cross needs to be directly above the center and directly below for south. So if you have a look at my hand, I'm just going to release my compass slightly. So then I swing, keep it the same for the opposite side and swing down to make that cross. And then you just repeat south. And you should have a vertical line that runs straight through the center. So you will need to bring your compass back to the original radius, which if you're working A2 is 14, A3 11. Take your compass point to north where the vertical line is passing through the circle. you're going to swing until it reaches over the page to create these like half petals. And repeat south. Okay, so now we can put in 2 diagonal lines from here to here. So your circle should now be in 8 parts. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're going to put a square inside our circle.
Okay, so to get those second 2 circles, you need to place the compass at the top and the bottom with the same radius.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that, Nida?
Yes, I see that, and I've
It's the
done it.
same
Thank
as the
you very much,
original
Kat.
radius, and then you need to place the compass where the vertical and horizontal lines cross the circle.
Thank you.
But you're not drawing the full semicircle, just the outer parts.
And once you have those 4 crosses, which make these little petals, you'll be able to achieve your diagonal lines.
Okay.
Should I go?
Okay, I think you're good to go.
We're good to go?
So once you've drawn in the diagonals from the tips of the petals, then you can draw in that dynamic
Yeah.
square, right? Or the static square.
Okay, so we're just drawing an 8-pointed star. So we've got our first square. Now we're just going to pop our second square in, rotated. Okay, once we have our 8-pointed star, the intersections we need to look for are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
these points, right?
And once you've done that, we can work our way around. So all the way to the edge of the circle. So there's 1. 2. 3 and 4. Next step, we have to put in another 2 squares. So I'm going to start from top right here. There. And close it off. And our third square, our fourth square, sorry. And always check how accurate your line work is as well. Go around and check all your intersections. Are they meeting nicely?
Yeah. It's looking beautiful already.
So you should have a 16 pointed star. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So check that you have the exact same as me before we move on to the next step. So we're going to go through the same process as before now. So all these intersections here. So 1, 2. So these kite shapes where they meet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right? 16, sorry. So once you've marked all those 16 intersections, we're gonna go around and create some more diagonal lines. So we're just splitting it all in half again. To the edge of the circle. Take your time, be patient, be accurate, please. So your circle should be in 32 parts now. Count. I'll give everyone a few minutes to catch up.
Okay. It is on. Mhm.
Okay, so I'd like everyone to take their focus to this triangle here. So the apex of that triangle, we're going to take our compass and we're going to stretch it to there. And then we're going to draw a full circle. Once you've drawn that full circles, we're going to mark all these points. So there'll be 32 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I think we're going to remove the annotation now. So if you'd like to take a screenshot or anything before we do that, if you're still catching up. Now's your chance. Take a screenshot. Once camera's out. Okay, hope you have a screenshot. Here they go.
So you'll probably be able to see all the marks I've made now, 32 of them, along that circle we just created.
I'm gonna be here a while.
So just shoot us a message in the chat box if you don't understand where those points are. I think Adam's annotating them now.
That's it.
If anyone needs a little bit more time, just give us a shoot in the chat box.
Okay, it's good.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah.
I think everyone's good. Okay, if everyone can focus on where I've got my compass point. So I'm taking it to, so if you focus on the horizontal line on the right-hand side, there's this triangle here. I'm just going to go to the next one above, to this point here. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to take my compass point there and I'm going to stretch it to north. That's going to be my new radius. This will be recorded, guys, so if you fall behind, it's all good. There'll be a replay.
Perhaps number the points. So it'd be number, if the very top is 1, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points around from the top.
Yeah, but look at where my compass point is. It's not on the outside, inside. Okay, once you've got that measurement, you're going to swing. And really simple, once you have that measurement, move to the next point. All the points that you've just marked, you're going to swing and do the same process the whole way around. So you've got another 31 rounds to go. Find this step super meditative. And it will start to join up as you go around.
And so they just miss the points, right? They're not going to add up.
Mhm. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so I just want to show everyone this drawing here. So for this drawing, you can see that there's a full torus happening here, and I've got this small border around the corner. Okay, so at the moment, we've only got up to obviously here. Now, I'd like, if anyone, I don't know I'm sure everyone's using a different compass. I'm not sure which one you're using. I'm swapping mine to a different colored pen. If you're using pencil, which I'm sure you will be, if anyone has the opportunity to change their pencil now to a different lead, so if you're working with a 2H, if you can change it to either a HB or a 2B, something that's just got a minor difference, that would be amazing. Or if you're using pen, change the color. Can you see the color difference? So if everyone could just look up for me, what I'm going to do is your compass should still be the same radius. If it's moved, please bring it back to that radius. And we're going to continue and follow through. So it's going to join on the opposite side, but with a different color or a different shade lead. So it's going to look like 2 layers as we go around. So we're going to go full circle again. So go in a clockwise motion. And if your circles go off the page, it doesn't matter.
It's the same. It's the same radius as the first set of circles. They're just being continued with a different color.
Or different shade lead.
Okay, so I think we're going to give you guys 10 minutes to catch up or to make a cup of tea if you're one of the super fast crew. So we'll be back at 10 past the hour, wherever you are in the world. All right, happy circle spinning. We'll be on mute, but we'll be on the chat. Okay, guys, we are back.
Hola. Okay, so for today's pattern, I'm going to start with the border now. Obviously, there's a lot of options for you to create a border thickness, however small or large you'd like using these petals. Today, we're going to draw a border of this thickness. I don't want to make it too big. It's going to be quite delicate. So what you need to do is get your compass point, put it in the center and stretch it out to that tip there. So it's just one further from these black ones. And once you have that measurement, you're going to draw a full circle, all the way around. If your lines are not perfect, please do not worry. I'd also like you to highlight, so just go over again to make it a little bit darker. This circle here, which was your original circle, the very first one you drew on the page. So we can highlight that border. So I'd like you to put down your compass and pick up a light pencil, so a 2H pencil. And make sure it's super sharp, please. So if it's not sharp, maybe do that now for me. So we're going to go through and divide this circle up again. So from the outside, if we look up at north here, just go to the left. So this point here, we're just going to, in a clockwise motion, create some more diagonal lines. So there's one there. Be as accurate as you can. You just can follow all of the tips of those petals. So all the intersections, follow it through to the center and find its friend on the opposite side. And you're just going to move your ruler in a clockwise motion and repeat the same process all the way around. And I'd also like you to extend. So if you can just have a quick look up at my hand, please extend this line out through the border because we need that point of reference. So here, so you're just extending it.
Okay, so putting in all the missing radial lines from the tips of the petals. So Nyla, the radius for the red circle, it just passes through the tips of the petals. So if you look at the next intersection that you will come across from the main circle that we've been working with, you'll see that the compass will hit all the tips of the next ring of petals, and it's also marked in white. See, there's a white arrowed line giving you that radius too. Okay, right, needs the annotation. Remember, there's an option to zoom in on Zoom too, if you need to get any closer to the action.
And just a little thing that I like to remind everyone when they're drawing geometry, remember to breathe through every line. When I teach in person and when I'm walking around, I can always hear and sense that people hold their breath through every stroke. So just keep in mind, remember to breathe.
Wow. It's like one of those string artworks.
Oh, it is too. With the annotations, it does look like that.
Well, if this is your first geometry pattern, this is going to be a trial of fire. This is going to be.
Pat yourself in the back.
Yeah.
Thrown straight into the vortex. So if anyone thinks they need another 5 minutes, just write in the chat now, just so I don't want to rush off. Okay, so 5 more minutes and we'll move on to the next step. That gives those speedy geometers some time to maybe even just check your line work, clean up your lines. And those of you who love geometry equipment, if you can, and if you do, find some little small rulers. We're just going to need one. If you don't have a small ruler, it's fine. Just use the one you're using now.
Cute. So how does this differ from the normal mosaic?
The Greek
mosaic that you work
The Greek
on?
mosaic's more simple.
Less radial lines?
Yeah, a lot less lines. So for those of you who are beginners, we'll come back to that at the end of the class. Because this mosaic we're highlighting these beautiful circular petals, which means we need to divide the circle up more and more to create these, and obviously for the border as well. So we're going to work on the border next. And the border's really simple. Do you reckon you need the annotations in, or can I zoom in?
You can zoom in, yeah.
You can zoom in? All right.
Oops.
Hi. I can zoom in?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. Okay. Okay, that's a bit closer. So this here is my north. So the border is super simple. It's just a zigzag all the way around. Oh, no, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Whoops.
I think everyone gets the point though. Can you put the next one?
Oops.
Now, if you're redrawing this again at home, you can leave those, because notice we're putting straight lines in here. So that zigzag's made out of straight lines. Obviously, we've got these curves as well that are still making up that repeated nest really of squares. But for this design, as we're following the actual pattern from Jericho, we're going to go through with our ruler and we're going to straighten it out as well. So around we go again. Just to neaten those lines up. And we're not going to be using tracing paper today. Those of you who are familiar with my work knows I love to leave as many lines in as possible because I think it adds so much beauty to the final design when you can see each layer, especially on this pattern. Obviously, you can trace in your own time. They don't have to be a perfect square, by the way.
Yeah, they won't be.
They won't be. Which I love that they're not. So many more. All right, can everyone give me a little emoji hands up or thumbs up, just so I can see everyone is on the same page? Or if I can see your video, you can just raise your hand. Okay, about 40% of you. I'll wait a couple more minutes. While I'm waiting for everyone to catch up, those of you who are ready to move on to the next step, and those of you obviously can hear me, I'd like you to grab 3 colors. So there's only 3 colors in this design. You can obviously choose colors of your own, but the colors used are a blue, so it'll be blue, red, yellow, but How would you print? What red would you suggest?
Oh, like the earth colors,
Earth
like
colors,
a terra
yeah. Terracotta.
or an umber, raw umber.
And like a sepia.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. If you're a more vibrant person, you know, you can choose more vibrant. I'm going for obviously earthy tones.
So you've got a malachite, an umber, and a raw umber. Just through here.
Okay. And I was just, these are actually, if anyone's familiar with Sacred Art of Geometry, these are Daniel's paints. Anyone familiar with Daniel? They're really beautiful. They're handmade paints. I'm actually going to be using oil-based pencils. So I'm just going to go grab some polycolors. So some of you might be familiar with these pencils. I love using oil-based pencils. So there's a brand called Lyra. They're from Germany. Love using those. Lyra, and obviously Prismas as well. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Prismacolors. Not the watercolor ones, just the oil-based. So the colors I'm using today is Rouge Tuscan. I'll actually write them down for you. Or maybe Adam can write them in the chat box. Peacock blue, it's one of my favorites to use. And brown ochre. And I think if you live in the area, Sacred Art of Geometry are running a ink and pigments class, I think, soon. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but they're there's one, David Cranswick teaches there every couple of months. So.
Yeah, in Forest Row.
Exciting patterns going to emerge now.
Soon, some more circles, some more lines. Okay, when you're ready, grab your compass. So as you can see here, we need to turn this shape into these rounded petals. So what we need to do is draw a circle through these intersections here. So you'll need to grab your compass, start from the center and stretch it out to those points and draw a full circle all the way around. And we're going to repeat. So shrink your compass down to the next.
Okay, that's the next one.
So we'll start with the first two. So when everyone's ready, I'd like you to take your focus to this point here at north.
Shelley's asking if you should use a small compass, like a 3-inch compass.
Yeah, definitely. If you have a small compass, grab it. It'll make your life a lot easier. So one of these guys, they're fantastic if you have one lying around.
Yeah, sure.
going to zoom in to make your life a bit easier. Okay, so this is my vertical line going north. Compass point goes in the center there, and you're just going to stretch your compass out to that intersection, and you're going to draw semicircle. Now, to complete the entire pattern, you'll have to repeat that the whole way around. But instead of doing that today, what we're going to do is we're going to create this part here. So we're not going to do everything because that's going to take a lifetime, but I want everyone to obviously grasp the process. So once you have that semicircle here, we're going to count 3 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to move on to this 4th one and follow the same process. And then count 1, 2, 3, and then that's going to be on the horizon on the right-hand side.
Trying to go back to the whole thing.
Thank you. So keep going around, count 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's just 3 in between. And like I said, if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. It's fine. Now, if it was me doing it in my own time, I would be doing all this freehand, the semicircles. So you obviously have the gift of that option as well. So if you're more of a freehand lover, please feel free to do that and put down your compass. So you should have done that 8 times. Next step, we're going to go slightly smaller. So these 2 petals at north here, we're going to go 2 semicircles and repeat. Nice vibrant color choice then.
Limited palette. Get Daniel to have to get Zoom to contact Daniel.
So we need to go smaller, but we haven't put in a circle, remember? So our next point of reference. Same process. So it's just all repetition now. So this time we're doing 3 semicircles across. Okay, hopefully everyone's understanding this process. We're going to draw another circle. This is our new radius. And this time there's going to be a row of 4. And well, it's not going to be a row 4 actually. You're just going to follow it through the whole way around. So full circle. Looks like a Buddhist temple. That thing I just sent you.
Ah, like Bourbador from
Yeah.
above.
I'm going to give everyone the choice for this particular color. So this is going to be your most predominant color throughout your design. So we were talking about 3 colors before. So out of those 3 colors, what's your favorite? I'd like all designs to be a little bit more unique today. I'm going to go with, I'm really feeling the red. So the more earthy red, that's going to be my predominant color. You can choose blue. You can choose sepia, anything that you like. And I'll just wait for Adam to take off the annotation so I can show you what I'm coloring in. So this is that painting that you've seen before. So as part of the original design, you can see here that it's darker on the right-hand side and lighter on the left-hand side. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And the thing I love most about these oil-based pencils is you can work super fast. And I love the rough texture that it provides. So just to repeat the name of the pencil that I'm using. So I'm actually going to be using a blend of two. They're both oil-based. The one I'm using right now is a Prisma, Prisma. And the other brand is Lyra, Lyra. And those of you who haven't explored oil-based pencils before, they're actually really beautiful with watercolor paints. Sometimes I'll do a watercolor painting and then use the oil-based pencils on top. And it looks really beautiful together. Do you mean this one, Nirja?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Do you want to take a screenshot of that whilst it's there?
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
No worries. So I'm just going to stop coloring in for a second. And what I want to do is continue this, these petals down. I'm going to do the next layer. So it's going to be that tip there. So I'm actually just going to highlight them all now. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 circles that we've created. We're going to create a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Let's just do 9. It gets quite small. You can go as small as you like. So all those markings that I've made, we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more circles. feel like you can really fall into a deep trance with this pattern. Maybe it's this letter or something. Letters in there somewhere. So in 10 minutes, which will be 5:30 our time, I'm going to work on the center. So we're going to draw in our center lotus flower. Because I'm pretty sure by now everyone's grasped the process behind creating these, what did you say, fish scales or grapes? Wendy suggested.
Or a chrysanthemum.
Oh, chrysanthemum, yeah, for sure. No, I've changed up the colors just a little bit, just because I can. And John Lloyd, your comment, the pattern is really beautiful. I see a hint of Bali in this. For some reason, I always gravitate towards patterns from Bali. Those of you who know me know I have a huge love for Bali. I've been spending around 9 years of my life, the last 9 years of my life in Bali. And I run retreats there, exploring the mandala. So not anymore, well, not at the moment, but yeah, I have a very fond love for Bali. It's a beautiful place. So I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. 5:30, we'll start working on the analyzing the center. Alrighty, we're going to move on to the center now. In a couple of seconds. I'll wait till Shirley gets back to her desk. So we'll need a little ruler. So if you've got that handy, grab that now for me. Hey Shirley, we're going to do the center now. So for the center, we're going to draw an 8-pointed star again. So vertical to horizontal. Oops, gone to the wrong line. So just be careful where your lines go to. I've just gone to the wrong line, which is really easy to do. Okay, give me a hands up when you've, I know some of you have, but give me a hands up when you've done that step. I'd like you to draw a circle in the center. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's just a guide. And I'd like you to just measure a centimeter out from the center point, and we're going to put a tiny circle in the center. So I hope you're confident with freehand. We're going to put in, this actually reminds me of, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the 8 Dharma spoked wheel. So the Dharma spoked wheel, it's a Buddhist sun symbol. So we're going to draw in 8 spokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to freehand them in. And you can use the lines, obviously, there as a guide. So one at north, one at south. The 1 centimeter is not from anywhere. I've just made it up.
Oh, nice handwork.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's from the center out. I think that's what you're asking, Fabiola. Yeah, so just along the horizon there. And just before I forget, those of you who are not familiar, definitely recommend after we jump off line, looking at the 8 Dharma spoked wheel. So, and that follows the Eightfold Path. And you can find that at the Sun Konark Temple. Okay, so we're not finished yet. We're going to do some freehand circles. So if you've got a soft pen, a pencil lying around, pick up one. So like a 3B, 4B, and we're just going to draw eight freehand circles rotating around. Try and keep them the same size. And then that's going to give us this beautiful wave. Okay, so same process, freehand circles, 2 large ones, 1 and 2. Three, 4, 5, 6. So all those touching freehand circles will give us this nice wave on the outside. And then we're going to repeat that again, just smaller in the middle here. Now, if there's anyone in the room that loves calligraphy or just loves writing in general, the pen I'm using, this is my favorite pen to use. It's called a brush sign pen, and they're made in Japan. If you just type in brush sign pen, Japan, it will come up in Amazon. You can buy them online in packs. They're really fantastic. Can I just write that in the chat? So let's just call them. And the brand, sorry, is Pentel, Pentel, and it's called a sign pen, brush sign pen. Adam's actually just going to find a link for you, which is awesome. And that's your center complete. So I'm just going to zoom out. Yeah, that's it there. I can imagine I'm going to see so many unique variations of this design, hopefully over the course of the next couple of weeks. Such a beautiful design. I just want to quickly go over the border with you. So, I mean, I'm a huge lover of biomorphic art and freehand work. So I really think that the border, I mean, it's really up to you. You can make perfect measurements if you like. There's a nice little white zigzag border that goes around. And I've colored in these little triangles blue. I've just done that all freehand. And then in the center, again, I'm just going to freehand. Okay, so obviously you do that the whole way around. How are we going for time?
12 minutes.
Cool, so we'll keep drawing for It's 10 to 6 here in the UK. So 6 o'clock, we'll switch off and we can have a chat. So in 6 minutes, those of you who would like to stay on and have a chat with us, please do so. We'll be here.
Oh, it's stunning. You've had a question. When did you start learning this, Stephanie?
When did I start learning this? Well, I've been drawing since probably the age of 6. So drawing's been a huge part of my life. But we'll wait until we'll have this conversation in a second.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, take a screenshot of this beautiful masterpiece, and then it would be great to see some of your work. So if you want to turn on your screen, tell us what you've been up to, show us what you've done today. That would be great. Take a quick screenshot if in case you need something before the video is uploaded. I might also take a little screenshot as well. See what, maybe we'll stop this one and start on. Okay, everyone. Anyone like to step up? Hey, Ola, you have your beautiful daughter with you.
Yeah, she came in and I stopped drawing because, you know, Alia, she has to do that, right? Want to say hi?
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my gosh, so cute.
You want to tell them how many paintings we ruined this week? Yes. She ruined 2 so far. And I had to start all over.
Just a luminous pink.
Not today, but other days of the week. Yeah, she ruined 2 paintings so far for me. So thanks, baby.
Look at that stunning gallery.
Yeah, someone's been busy.
Oh, I finally decided to put them all up. I have such dark walls. And then a friend of mine was like, you need to paint your studio. And I don't want to ruin the wood. It's beautiful. So I thought, you know what, let me just, because we moved recently as well. So what I did, I just picked up all the work that we've been doing for over a year now. And some of the patterns are pretty old, but most of them are since we started the classes with Adam and Richard. So I was like, you know what, I'll just put them all up, and they brighten the space really beautifully. So no more painting job for me, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I see that you've put them like slightly above child height. They're all pinned up.
There's nothing her level, her height. There's nothing on the like lower, like everything is really up, and I feel I'm gonna keep pushing them higher and higher the older she gets.
Yeah, I see that. Just hope she find a ladder.
Yeah. Well, thank you for this class. Thank you, Stephanie. This has been really beautiful. Very nice to go to Palestine with you guys. It's been really awesome.
Oh, super. Can we see what you did?
Yeah.
Of course. So blue is I went for the blue as the main color.
What
Thank
color
you.
did you use? The paper looks gorgeous.
Well, luckily I had a watercolor paper that is stained.
Yeah.
So I decided to use it. And see, this is how she starts. We kind of hide it right away. Yeah, so luckily I had this watercolor paper has been like stained long time ago, and I was like, you know what, the painting you posted for the class, I love the colors, and I was like, you know what, that was my inspiration. So I was like, I'm gonna use this paper for today.
Fantastic.
So thank you. Yeah,
Beautiful work. Can't wait to see the finished product.
I will post it online. Yep, as soon as it's done.
Beautiful.
Super.
Who else would like to show their beautiful work?
Oh, look, there's Sarabi out there.
Hello.
How's things?
Hi. Hi. Very well. Thank you. This was a great class, Stephanie. I've been wanting to learn from you for a really long time. I love your work. I follow you on Instagram for ages, and I loved it.
Thank you.
So thank
much.
you. I did a few things a little differently.
Great.
Ola and I had the same idea of using an already stained paper, watercolor paper that we had lying around. So I did that.
There's a bit of a lobster kind of theme going on here, isn't there?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
So I've done half of the pattern. I haven't started putting in color yet.
Stunning.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you.
Beautiful
Nice,
work.
nice.
So
How-
lovely to see you and meet all this amazing community. Really cool.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's a different experience to draw with everyone, through these classes. So really thankful to Adam for that.
Yeah. And how's things over there in Gujarat?
Pretty good now, actually.
Yeah.
Things are getting back to, pretty much getting back to normal. People are getting vaccinated. So yeah, it's good. Hopefully,
Great.
yeah, headed on the right path.
Yeah. Last time we spoke, she had COVID and she was down. You were down and out for a while, weren't you?
Oh dear.
Yes, I was. Everyone in my house was. But yeah, things are much better now. Almost back to normal completely.
Super. Oh, good to hear it. Or then we might see you soon. You still need to go and get some close-ups of the tree of life. No excuse.
Yes, we do. I know. In fact, before every class, I think about it and I'm like, oh, Adam doesn't ask me that during class. But yes, we definitely do. It's on the agenda for sure.
Okay, good. I'm waiting, by the phone. Super. All right, good to see you. Can't wait to see what you produce.
Thank you. You too. I mean, good to see you, not what you produce. But that too.
What are you trying to say? All right, what about John? John, it's good to have you back. I feel like I haven't seen you for a long time, or have you just been hiding in the back rooms?
Hi.
Other pages.
Yeah, sorry, I've been running off early. I have to get ready for work on Sundays, so I've been running off early and missed these conversations. But that was an incredible class. Really, a wonderful sort of in extension of what you've been doing for the past year, and with the biomorphics, and really wonderful to get all this new energy in there. And
yeah, right.
Yeah, I basically tried to follow the colors and technique as much as possible. So
awesome.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
So it's not an original expression, but I was really experiencing the energy and beauty of this pattern, and so it was fun to work with it that way.
I feel the fire. It's very fiery. It's beautiful. It's like a flame.
There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of fire out there right now, so it's good to try to. Maybe this will catch it and calm it down, or turn it into spiritual fire instead of destructive fire.
Yeah.
Good point.
Well said, John.
Yeah.
We were missing your witticism, your aphorisms and insight.
I love your
well,
backdrop.
Adam, oh yes. Well, I'm in the basement, surrounded by all sorts of storage. Yeah. Yeah. No. It's going to take a lifetime to work through all the material, this outrageous download that Adam you gave us, and just when I think I'm getting close to catching up with a sliver of it, here comes more.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a backlog if we're ever asked to stay indoors again.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for keeping this going. It's really I think you've pushed all of us way beyond what we thought we could do, and
Yeah.
here
Oh,
we
it's a
are.
real joy. I'm learning now. I'm taking a back seat, and I'm just a humble assistant at the moment.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Stephanie, and thank you for Lisa. The last, I'm going to have to catch up with the one you did on the dome as soon as I can get through these.
Oh, yeah.
I've been up really late trying to get Lisa's pattern down. And
Okay. No excuses,
anyways, thank you.
John.
Enough from me. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice to see you, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who else is out there? Hey, Ari, I feel like I haven't seen you for a while too.
Hey.
Hey, how are things?
Good to be with you all. Yeah, it does feel like it's been a little bit. Honestly, waking up at 7 a.m. for some of these classes becomes kind of challenging, but
Okay.
yeah, I was really motivated today to make it here. It's really good to spend time with you, Stephanie. I've been wanting to learn from you for quite a while now.
Thank you so much.
Let me show you what I have going on here. This is always hard.
Oh, wow.
I think it's like a little bit smaller than A3.
Yeah. Yeah, stunning. Beautiful. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, so much.
Great.
Yeah, the whole time I was just thinking about how intuitive and harmonious the pattern is, and just kind of feeling this gratitude for you for introducing us to our own intuition in a way. This is something that it's kind of just like a download that now that I look at it, it feels like I should have known this like all along. And maybe I did, but you just kind of gave us the opportunity to explore it today. So thank you so much. And thank you, Adam, for introducing us to so many great artists over the past year. It's been really a privilege.
Oh, thanks, Ari. You're one of them. All of you.
You all are.
You've introduced me to myself, I guess.
That's right. It's kind of been like that. We're all finding ourselves.
It's more awoke.
Yeah. Well, I hope one day we can all get together in person, have a big banquet.
Honestly, I think about that day so often, just kind of trying to, I don't know, just predict what the future is going to look like with the pandemic and everything, and when I'll be able to fly out over there. I'm very much kind of mentally planning it already. So
oh, nice.
It's going to happen sooner than later.
Or a huge bonfire fire ceremony, and everyone just throws all their artwork into the fire.
Don't get
non-attachment.
Yeah. Actually, I would keep your artwork.
I'm down. I'll contribute something to the fire.
Yeah. Just maybe the early works. Yeah. Yeah. Although actually, Ari came onto the scene with the Look Fala. I remember
nice.
I remember that getting posted, and everyone was like, "Who's this guy? Who's this new guy on the block?"
I appreciate that. I mean, from the beginning, I know that you were kind of impressed with my accuracy, working so small.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm continually, I don't know, I'm confused why I'm so attracted to working on that smaller scale. I'm planning on redoing this in my small little notebook. This is something that needs to be miniaturized, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see the notebook.
Yeah.
Too. Man, you're going to have to
I know,
it's going to be in a briefcase handcuffed to your wrist. That's
what it's all about. I love just being able to carry it around and show it to people that I'm, seeing day to day. I spend a lot of time walking around at parks and all that, meeting strangers. And I love just being able to pull it out of my pocket and share it with people. So, I can't carry this around, unfortunately.
It'd be a great published little journal.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, love the comments in the chat. Thank you all. Well, I'm gonna pass the mic along to someone else, but nice to meet
Okay.
Lovely to
you,
meet
Stephanie.
you.
Hey.
Yeah,
Nice
hope
to
to have another class with you in the future.
Yeah, I'm around.
Great. Yeah. And I put we'll put in the chat your website too. I think it's there, like with
Yeah,
her.
I'm always doing online classes as well. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who else is that? Hey Fab. I feel like I haven't seen everyone for a long time.
Well, you haven't seen me for a while. I have been traveling.
You've been on the beach,
way
right?
too-
On the Riviera.
No, yeah, I wish. No, I was at the Lake Michigan, which it had me fooled. It does look like the beach, like the real ocean.
Yeah.
That lake is huge. You don't see the other side, and it even has little waves and everything. I was not expecting that.
Nice.
So. But yeah, I was there for work. Definitely, there's worse places to be stuck at. So it was great that even though we had to stay for the weekends, I could go to Lake Michigan.
Yeah. So how are you? Did you feel rusty today, or how's it go today?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm so thankful that I have more than one compass. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to catch up. So I think I got out all the compasses I have.
Woohoo.
Nice.
Another fiery one. Beautiful.
Yeah, I was trying to get there to the coloring, but oh my gosh, you're definitely not as fast as Adam Teplo, but there were a couple of instances there that I was
at the beginning, yeah. Well, I'd bigged you guys up. You see, I'd been telling her like they're amazing, they're so fast. You don't have to worry about the bisection. Don't worry about any of that. Just go for it. And then I think when I saw, I was like, whoa, she really took me literally.
Sorry.
I think Tetlo's still faster. I have to hold. I have my hand on Adam's back when he's working sometimes, just like holding him back.
Yeah, like hey.
Yeah.
So definitely wasn't at that level. I was able to keep up, but yeah. Oh my gosh. And I totally think it's not you, Stephanie. I'm just so rusty. And I got to use this thing that I got because Ari recommended it. So Ari, I don't know how you managed to do these little designs. So I got this compass.
Beautiful.
It is so cute. It is Japanese. Yeah, it's the same one that Ari recommended. It has the pencil, the lead is 0.3. So it really easily breaks down, but it is really cool for those small circles because you can get really accurate with those.
No excuses now.
And then for the beginners, I was gonna recommend this. I think I've shown you this before. If you cannot get the little needle with the magnifying glass, you can take a sewing needle and put it in a mechanical pencil. And that helps a lot for accuracy because you can punch.
Punching first, like catcher style.
Yes. And then you do the lines, and that helps a lot, especially when you get into the smaller sections where it's really hard to get accurate lines. And yeah, so I totally would recommend.
Shirley's just asked if you could just describe what brand that compass is.
Yeah, it's called Drappers, but I'll after I'm done, I'll look the link up on Amazon and I'll post it.
Cool.
It's very satisfying as well. I think it's really. I think once you start with that, I'm sure you wouldn't go back. Just wanting to hear the like little like.
Oh yeah, the punching. Yeah, it just makes such a huge difference with the accuracy. I mean, I still wasn't as accurate because I was trying to keep up, and punching takes time, but it definitely helps. So this was great, and thank you so much, Stephanie, also for making us think at the beginning of why are we here. That was a good way to, getting all my stuff together, and then be like, okay. Now you're here, stop thinking about everything else. Why are you here? So that was awesome. So thank you so much for bringing us into the moment. That was great. So it was awesome to see you again. And I hope, I know it's going to be hard Adam to keep the classes on weekends because you do the in-person classes on weekends, but hopefully you can keep a couple every now and there. Like
yeah. Well, I'll be back in a few weeks. Yeah, we'll be back.
For us that have to work.
I know. Yeah, no, I'm sure I'll start to miss you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been great. Thank you so much.
It's a good chance to finish off some of this work. Also, I've got a couple of cool people lined up, like Steve Bass. You know, we're going to do some more architectural drawing, and
cool.
Also David Wade as well. He's a funny guy, so it's going to be like an interesting talk because he's quite. I don't know. I think he'll be telling me off most of the time. He'll be correcting me, but we're going to try and have a live conversation. But from our telephone conversations, he doesn't suffer fools gladly, and he's got a very particular view of Islamic art, and so it'd be a great conversation.
So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, thank you for opening a whole new world for us. So I really appreciate it. This has been great.
Oh, thanks, Fab. So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
To be a good plate too. To be a good plate.
Yeah, and actually, I was just looking at the corner of my eye. I did this one years ago, freehand, and I was just looking at it, and it looks so much like what we're doing today.
Yeah. Torus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can come up with one of these years.
Great. All right. I will look out for that. All right. See you later, Fab.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Oh, actually, I have to speak to Marzier.
Hi, this is Marzier.
Thank you so much. Marzier,
it's amazing. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Piece. I send you those initial messages, but I kind of feel like it's such a beautiful thing. I'm so awestruck. I'm like trying to think of a way to thank you without words, because it's incredible. But you'll get something from some.
The photos don't like even do it justice. Like the in real life looking at your work is just like amazing. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a beginner in marquetry, so I think it was my 14.
Okay.
And this is what I've done today.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you're so quick.
Yeah, I painted that using markers, so
okay.
And everything was so healing today. I really enjoyed this, and also feminine. I'm used to being in class of men, but last session with Lisa and this session with you was a very nice experience.
Oh, beautiful to hear. Thank you.
And thank you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, good to see you.
It's so nice to see faces. I see your names come up on Instagram all the time, but it's different when you can, see people and see their eyes. So yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Nice.
By the way, Stephanie, I haven't forgotten that you want a mug with spirals. But like I tell everyone, you can ask for whatever you want for Christmas. I decide the Christmas of which year. So one of these Christmases.
Was that? I think I was having that conversation with you maybe a year ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a year ago.
Wow. Oh, well, there you go. Yes.
But one of these Christmases, so that could be 10 years from now. But I have it on my list.
All good.
Adam? Adam, I'm liking the artist hair.
Who's that?
Oh, Susan. Oh, Susan, are you? I was, it's the lockdown hair.
Is it? Oh, it looks like maybe you're going to have a man bun again before long.
Oh, no, don't admit, people shouldn't hear about that. It's, I thought that was buried in the past.
There's photos.
No, I thought I destroyed all the photographs. The evidence.
Yeah, I have proof.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've got a bit of time, I think. It's just curtains for now. Just when when it's the end of the show, I'll just.
Yeah, I know. I do want to show you.
But for an encore, if you need an encore, I can just.
Yeah, I know. I always forget to show or.
These are
amazing. It's not overly defined, but just to show you, I kept up. I love this pattern.
Oh, great.
And thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
check some of this work
I know,
out.
I can see your work's amazing. Everyone's work is amazing. It just blows me away. Blows us out of the water.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that rendering, that Jewel of the Yatterin.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
There's something
top
else.
one?
Might need to bring it over.
The one at the top?
Yeah. Is that the original? Oh, actually, it's far away. I thought it was small. Oh no, you're just gonna rip it in front of everyone.
I had it upside down anyway. Is it now? No, it's
That's
okay
it.
now.
That's good. Whoa.
That's the art of process right there. How long did that take you, Susan?
It actually went pretty fast because I just wanted to get it done.
That's not
But
a
I always-
meditation.
No, I always wanted to do that one ever since I saw it for the very first time. So
You're really enjoying it, were you? You're
oh, I loved it. I did. I really did. But I
Oh.
also seem to recall I was doing it during other Zoom classes too, which I'm sure is very naughty.
That's cheeky. Yeah.
Yes, I'm cheeky.
How's things in California? Are you allowed out? Are you out on the streets? Are you back partying?
Yeah, but Delta's sort of coming down with a hard hammer here again. So, because, you know, we have a lot of people that won't get vaccinated, but what are you going to do? Somebody said they should wrap it in cheese, you know, like you wrap like little dog medicine in like peanut butter or something, so they'll take it. And then maybe those people, if you wrap it in cheese, they'd get the vaccination. I don't know if this is
I think you should do a more sensible option. Maybe just wait. They could just wait, you know, like in alleyways, just jump out.
I know. That would work. That would work.
Yeah.
You know, they've opened up in the UK, but you have to have some kind of a test before you go, and then another test when you get there. And so it's like, oh, come on, I want to go. I need art supplies.
Just art supplies? You don't want to see us too?
I do, Adam. You know that.
Right.
I'm so waiting for Morocco again.
Yes. Yeah, next year, right? It's gonna happen.
I hope.
I'll be waiting there in my curly slippers.
What?
I'll be waiting in my curly slippers.
Spirals.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll meet you there in my jalaba.
Nice. Jedi style.
Yeah. Anyway, nice to see you, and thank you. It was super fun.
Nice one, Susan. Yeah, see you soon, huh?
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Caroline. Oh. No, it's very late where you are, so we should probably. How's things?
Me.
Yes, sir. On the spotlight.
It's okay. We have a nasty outburst of Delta as well. So bits of the country went back into lockdown on Friday. It's like Groundhog Day.
Oh, poor you.
And no chance of coming to the UK. They still won't let us in.
Oh no. How's the feline, my feline friend?
Well, she feels rejected by you today, so she refused to attend.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she only responds to your voice. She'll like run through the house if she hears you. But no, that was a really great class. Thank you, Stephanie. That was brilliant. My geometry fell apart, but I had a go at sort of trying to get the pattern.
Doesn't look like the geometry fell apart.
You can't, as long as you look at it from a great distance, it's okay.
The beautiful thing about this pattern, though, is you can just freehand it in and it looks gorgeous, you know.
Yeah, I'll have another go. But yeah, that was great. It's a really beautiful pattern. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, well, look forward to seeing it on the phone when you can see it, the quality.
No, you don't want to do that.
Oh, good to see you, Caroline. Yeah, well, just hang in there. You'll be out soon.
Go away.
Oh. Hey, Shirley, how are you? Must be pretty late.
Hello. No, it's very early. No, it's early here.
Are you in the States?
I didn't exactly keep up, but I'm still drawing the little circles with my drop bow compass. And for some reason, mine all overlapped. So I definitely made a fatal error early on.
That's okay. You can hide it up with the coloring.
Yeah, once I started coloring it, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to redo it because it's quite tedious, all those tiny, teeny circles. So I'll just color it. And yeah, I'm happy with it. And the proportions of this aren't quite the same as what you did, but I'm over it. It'll be fine.
It's nice. Oh, you've gone to the first ring of petals.
Hey.
It's okay. My mind is
me?
Speaking out loud.
Oh. Shirley, you've been drawing all day. Shirley's been up since 4 a.m. drawing with me.
Wow. This is definitely the second class of the day. It's pretty impressive.
Yes, it's been a day of drawing. That's why I had to put my my little hand support on. Because my hand hurts. But it was totally worth it. Thank you for the class. It was wonderful. And I will get more color on it and let you know what it looks like.
Beautiful. Always good to see you, Shirley.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Always good to see you guys.
All right. Where else? Maybe we should go to North London, around the corner. Araceli, what's happening? We're gonna.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm painting away.
Oh my! Wow. Oh my God, I love it.
Speak to the drawing.
With color pencils, which I'm quite bad at, so it's fun.
No, you're not.
Oh, if you saw this close, you could tell. But
it's beautiful.
It's still okay.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thanks, Araceli. We'll see you next week too, right?
Yes,
Perfect.
we will.
In person.
Can't wait.
I'll be trotting across London next week. So.
Yeah. What we're going to do is on all of the desks, you're going to have a little iPad, and then I'm going to film my flip chart drawing from the front. Just as a little transition from Zoom to in person.
I was going to bring my own one, so as to look at the screen, but I thought. But
we're gonna have to refocus. Our eyes are gonna have to
Yeah, no, but it's like, oh, I have to carry my stuff around. It's like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
That was
There's no hiding either. Like when we're in person class, you can't hide, Araceli. I'm gonna be lurking behind you with an eraser.
God, I'm rethinking it now, but hey. Late.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, would be good.
Great. And how are you going to do Lisa's class as well after the oh no, you can do that. Sorry, I'm getting my dates mixed up.
How do you mean? No, I wouldn't be able to though. I cannot get home in time for that, but that's next week, so I'm okay with Lisa's.
I realized that. All right.
I'm looking forward to it, to that, and doing the gorgeous cake, the marquetry again. So.
Oh yes. Yeah.
That will be fun.
Great.
A group of us already there, so I hope we get to do something.
It's a big group.
Between all the chatting,
Yeah. All right. See you soon.
Yeah. See you.
Bye. All right. Was there anyone Nirja, How are you doing?
Hi. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Pretty good. Pretty good. We are still in a lockdown, sort of weekend shutdown. Things are open. It's quite ambiguous right now, but sorry, that's a cat. That's not a baby. Yeah, pretty good. And incidentally, the torus mandala was the first geometric drawing that I ever did. So I started my geometry drawing with the torus, and I was really excited for this class. And that was brilliant. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I did muck up the coloring of it, but
no, wow, beautiful.
The coloring is off. I've managed to make a mistake there, but that's okay. And anyway, this is a rough drawing, so can't wait to do this again.
Yes.
It's so good.
So beautiful. Hey, so good to see your face too.
Same here. So good to see everyone. Yeah, sorry.
It looks like it's midnight there.
Yeah, it's about 11.
Okay. Yeah.
It's exactly 11.
A nice meditation before going to sleep, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dreaming
I'm just gonna go straight to bed now. It's nice to see you, and so great that we have so many classes this week. I mean, that's so wonderful.
Yeah. We'll keep a smattering of things happening. Yeah, we'll keep it together.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Oh, it's a
Naramine?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, I was feeling really tired before I started the drawing. I said, "Oh my God, I'm not going to finish." So hopefully, I don't know.
Wow. Oh, I love those colors.
Yeah.
Super deep and earthy. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Still feeling tired?
No. Also, suddenly, I'm not feeling tired at all.
Great. Some more artwork then.
Exactly. It's very relaxing anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Can't wait to see the work.
All my work are unfinished work, Adam.
Okay.
It's like Leonardo da Vinci, all the work there unfinished at home.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really nice to I've gone through this I don't know, at the moment I'm really loving the half, like a 50% half geometry and half rendered. It looks really cool next to each other. So if you ever feel like you don't have enough time to explore the pattern, just do a half. It's beautiful like that.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Can't wait to see the finished pieces. See you when next Tuesday or... Oh, look, there's Tara. Are you going to say something before we go? Come on, say hello.
There. Hello. Nice to see you.
Hey, Tara.
Hey.
Were you there the
I
whole
have a
time?
big mess, of course. A big mess.
No,
it's all playing
yes.
around. Just messing around here. I finally just broke out the big brush. I was just, oh my gosh. It just,
yes.
So picking things out and, getting expressive.
Yeah, how did that feel?
I'll get into more detail. I clearly need to draw this again. So
I think that's what everyone feels after like 20 hours on a little miniature, 0.3 pencil. Just get out the decorating brush and rolling pin.
I really think yes. I feel like I just need to work big. I don't know. I work on tar paper sometimes, and it's just really nice to stretch out a little bit. But I love it was really fun, and I'm definitely gonna draw it again. Lots of inaccuracies, so why not play with that again? As always.
Oh, good.
Good to see you, though.
How's your work going? How's things happening over there?
starting to work on syllabi for my next courses, one of which is 3D design. And I'm hoping to tune you in a little bit. So that'll be fun. I think some students would really enjoy seeing some of the work you've done with high school students. And the college where I teach has, the college students are about at the high school level. So it'll be a really great introduction for them. Go from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
They'll really like that. And
Nice.
got a lot of stuff, other things going on, but it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, great. Well, I'll keep my eye out.
Busy, busy.
Yes.
What a surprise.
Stay in touch.
Will do.
It's good to see everybody. I just always have to just say hello.
Oh, I know. I love it. It's incomplete without all
Never
right.
a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
All right. Y'all take care. Thank you, Stephanie, very much.
Yeah.
It's really
thank you
nice.
so much, Stephanie.
Nice work.
And, see you guys soon. So nice to see you all.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Blessings
Bye.
and baraka and all of that, and see you around soon.
Yes. Take care.